Good evening, Americans. This is Paula Harvey with the rest of the story. This took place on a small farm near a small village in Iowa. A young man had eyes for a young lady. Not long and they were courting. And it was soon after that he asked for her hand in marriage. And she accepted. They got married, and it wasn't too long, and a little baby girl was born. Then another little baby girl. And another little baby girl. They had 3 girls. They lived on a farm. So these 3 little girls grew up helping their father. As time passed, there was another little baby girl born. But she was the one that stayed in the house with her mother. Because it wasn't long, and she had a new baby brother. The youngest little girl stayed in the house while her older sisters helped their father out with the chores, the pigs, the cows, the chickens, the horse. They had all kinds of animals on their small little farm outside the village. Not only that, these 3 older sisters helped their father out in the field with all the field work. Driving the tractor, driving the corn picker, driving the baler, going out on the bale rack to haul the bales in. They did everything with their father so that he could have help as much as he needed. But the youngest little girl, she would stay in with her mother. And as she grew up, she was learning to cook, to bake, to clean right beside her mother as her little baby brother toddled around the house around them. Those 3 older sisters, they grew up, and it wasn't long for them when the young man had eyes for them. And then every one of them began courting. Then every one of them was asked their hand in marriage. Then there was only the young little girl to help her father. But she still did not help her father because her little brother was old enough to help his father in the field, around the yard, and do the chores. So the youngest little girl just stayed in the house with her mother, helping her around the house. In the course of time, this young girl, this young lady, became acquainted with a young man, and he lived on a farm. They began courting, and it wasn't long, and he asked for her hand in marriage, and she accepted. They lived on the family farm. He began farming. Then one day, he asked his lovely bride, "Will you help me in the field today?" And the young bride said, "No, I don't know how to drive a tractor. I don't know how to do any kind of farming." The young bride said, "I'm sorry, but I have no experience whatsoever on the farm, not driving a tractor or anything, not feeding cows or pigs or horses or anything. I can't help in the field. All I know is to cook and to clean and to bake like my mother taught me. So I'm sorry, I can't help you." And he begged his bride to go out in the tractor. Reluctantly, the bride went in the tractor and drove the tractor. Little by little did she learn The young bride, who so reluctantly went in the tractor to drive it, is yours truly, Linda Silly, who has been going on 35 years of working beside her husband, driving a tractor, disking in the field, hauling grain. And now you know the rest of the story.